Three, two, one. Ladies and boys and girls, welcome on to episode 40 of the podcast. Yes, you heard me. We're episode 40. We are basically halfway there, or less than halfway there. We're 10 episodes away from being to lucky number episode 50, which, as I said, should be a big one. It should be an important one. And hopefully, should be a issue where it's a match. I'm guessing on my prediction, it might be between Major 3, which might be between late April or early May. Possibly, I'm still trying to when episode 50 will be, and of course, one bit. But once again, welcome back to Brand New Podcast. I'm Jose, also known Mike Gravy. You're watching the Mike Gravy Podcast on Jose Broadcast Network. Once again, late podcast. I'm sorry, but hey, school schedule been brilliant on the court. I can't find time to make it. So what I'm trying to do is we're going to do the same thing what we did last Sunday. Last Sunday, we're going to catch up to matches that we have seen. So we have seen matchup to Friday, Saturday for this week. I'm also talking about Sunday since we didn't talk about Sunday last week. And then, but I will also make it easier. I will also predict next week's schedule. Yes, so we can do this one as a two-part podcast, just in case if I miss it, and also to save me time. Say, hey, I can now use this week off, and then eventually I can record podcast back on Sunday, which will be episode 41. We already want to do two-part here. Talk about last week, up to this week, and then predict next week's matches. So it'll be kind of long, hopefully not too long. But anyway, let's get started. Last week predict Sunday of last week. Last week we heard it was Steve versus Miami, Corey versus Boston, Texas versus Ravens. Paris Surge, Steve versus Miami. I got that incorrect. I'm surprised I got that incorrect. Close series throughout, but it happened. Corey versus Boston got it correct. Texas versus Ravens got it correct. Texas right now, as we speak, before we count next week, is undefeated still. And if you look at the next week match, which they have played once, I think they're 8-0 at the end of Sunday or last week, and now there's 9-0 with counting this week's. And then Paris third. Paris on the losing streak. They're going. They're literally on a down streak. So we'll see what they can do. I feel like Paris might struggle against some team. That's why if you see my bottom predictions, I predicted more matches against Paris. I did pick one Paris victory, but really I feel like any match where I don't trust Paris, I might be picking this against Paris. But we will see. Like I said, it's a big round robin. I think Texas is down to like two more matches, and I think it literally just next week and then just the major. We'll confirm that in a bit. But yeah, so with Sunday prediction, I go to a beautiful record of 65 and 34, and also last week. Now for this week, this week predictions were as follow. I predicted these on Monday, so before time, and it never made pocket. So on Friday prediction, my first prediction were Kobe versus C9. I got that wrong, 2-3. Falcon versus Miami, I got that wrong, 0-3. But I did get Texas over Paris quickly, 3-2, which is the rematch of the Major 1 final. And then Saturday prediction, Saturday, I got Ray versus G2 correctly. I got Kobe versus Search correctly. I got D versus D9 correctly. I got Paris Boston correctly. And then Sunday predictions, which Sunday predictions are scheduled to happen today. I had G2 versus Boston, Miami versus Surge, D versus Falcons, Vegas versus Ravens. I expect the D versus Falcons game to be a very intense match, and also maybe expect the G2 Boston game supposed to be a good one. In reality, at the standing stands right now, which I can show you guys the standing. Here are the major standings as we speak right. Okay, how about that? There's a course. Optic is 9-0. Koi is 5-5. Thieves are 5-3. Miami is also 5-3. I think Miami should be ahead of Thieves. I don't know why. Got ahead. G2 is ahead 4-4. Paris is in 6-4-5. In reality, I think Falcons should be higher. Falcons is 4-4. Ravens is 4-4. FaZe is 3-5. Boston 3-6. Surge is 3-5. And C9's 2-7. I'm surprised to see them getting their points. But yeah, I'm ready. This should be a good one. Like you said, top 6 teams advanced to major where it was 7 to 10 playing the play-in. And of course, once again, for people wondering, I'm not lying. There is literally a play-in. But yeah, top 16 get the top 16 get put into winner round 1. Everybody else get put into the play-in. And then from the winner round 1 and on, it's literally an $18 mixture bracket, which is scheduled to be a quick one, which is not too much matches. But we'll see if we get there once we get there. So I want to do my matches. So I after Friday I went 66 and 36. After Saturday, which was yesterday, I got all four of them correctly. So I went 70 and 36. And then today is to be determined, but hopefully I can get there. I already know in the positive, I think I'm plus 30. Well, let's see, minus 36. I'm plus 34 right now. So it's going to be set to be going, and we'll see how it go on. So that's what I'm do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rate Friday to Saturday predictions. We have seen those already. And then I will put down here. Then we Friday for next week. So Friday predictions. And I'll do that in front of you guys. Like what we do Friday predictions. So Friday prediction next week. These are Sunday matches. Friday prediction for next week start on March 20th, which Paris versus FaZe. I'm trusting the Vegas FaZe to win this. Vegas versus Paris. I think Paris will lose that one to the Vegas FaZe, but we'll see how they go. It's FaZe Vegas, but Vegas FaZe makes sense. Ravens versus C9. I think Ravens will beat C9. Last one is Surge versus G2 Minnesota. I think G2 Minnesota will pick up the win against the Seattle Surge, or Vancouver Surge. My bad, Surge fans. Alright, and then Saturday prediction. Saturday prediction is to be going. Yeah, I'm getting a bit tired already. I just woke up and I ate. Remember the bad idea? Come on. I'm getting like a small tiny food. Come on. Okay, Saturday prediction for March 21st. Are Miami versus Ravens. I'm giving Miami the win there. I am also picking Vegas over C9. Falcons and Texas. I think Texas stay undefeated. Or Falcons, not C9 again. Then lastly, we got D versus G2. I think D beat. I thought D right. I thought D versus G. Not 32. G2. Then Sunday predictions, which I think surprisingly this might be our last week of qualifiers. Yes, this is actually our last week of qualifiers. So I'm predicting last week of qualifiers right now. And then last week of qualifier, Paris these. I'm picking these or Paris THIES versus Paris. I'm predicting Miami over Boston. Miami over Boston. And then I skipped one. I skipped the Surge Falcon team. So Falcons versus Surge. And then final Sunday matchup. As for some reason my computer starts tonight. Mr. Computer. My computer acting weird right now. I don't know why. And then my final Sunday prediction after Miami versus Boston, it's Koi versus Texas. I think Texas go undefeated. But yeah, here are my final predictions for this week at yeah. So here are my final predictions for this week and next week. This week, man, which are Sunday, which starts to happen in about 30 or so minutes, maybe an hour or so. I got G2 versus Boston, Miami versus Surge, C versus Falcons, Vegas versus Ravens for this Sunday, which is today. I'm recording and also should be uploaded. For next week, Vegas versus Paris, Ravens versus C9, G2 versus Surge on Friday, Saturday, Miami versus Ravens, Vegas versus C9, Texas versus Falcons, D versus G2, and also next Sunday, I got Falcons versus Surge, D versus Paris, Miami, Boston, Texas, Koi. I think the bottom two teams that will not be making it are Surge and C9. Possibly you can add a bit Boston there. Maybe you can add some teams that are struggling on the struggle bus, but I feel like my main two teams that I can't confirm are hopefully maybe recently are the two bottom teams right now, which are Surge and of course the C9 team. But they are rookies, and we'll see if they keep other news around the league, other news around many other esports. MLB is having the World Baseball Classic. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be covering that due to it's a bit late for it to cover, and plus it ends Tuesday, so it not work for me today. It's a semifinal, and tomorrow's another semifinal, the Tuesday grand final. So I will now be covering that. The first stand for League of Legends to happen the 16th to the 23rd, I think, or 22nd. It's something like that. I don't think I'm covering that one. That might be a little bit out of my hand. Plus, I'm not really beginning to the league, so it might be kind of hard for me as I'm only been focusing on one league. Valorant, there is Valorant Masters Santiago happening right now, or I think it just ended, or maybe ending today. Yeah, I don't really know. And then I do know that CDM, the Call of Duty Major, which is a China thing where it's China team competing against well, it's last year with India team, but now this time it's India, Middle Eastern, uh, and a whole bunch of others. That's actually happening right now as we speak. I think matches were today. I don't really know. I have not really focused. I'm getting a whole bunch of spoilers. Shout out X for the spoilers. So I haven't really not been focused on that. So I know that's happening. I also know that at the end of this month, in 15 days, I will speak March 30th. It is set to start the brand new version of the Call of Duty Mobile Champs for in 2026, which one this year. It's very interesting. They finally decided to make the season a bit longer. Spin up to two springs, two splits. One, one. I can speak. One in the beginning and then one at the end, and then you can use the end or the regional final at the end to qualify for champs. Or if you don't make it qualify champ for that, you can qualify with the most points. For I think this might be a smallest CD champs people are saying, but we'll hopefully not. We'll see, of course, when we get there. Of course, it's gonna be an interesting year. Because I'm not be doing the champs this year. I decided not to go. I'm not playing COD anymore. I've been so focused on Rainbow Six Mobile. That's where I've been chilling at, and of course, just trying to relax and focus on school. So that's what I'm doing. So I really don't think champs this year will be a good year. Plus, this year champs is a bit too confusing for me. So I decided I'm just gonna watch, enjoy the fun, and get like to everybody competing as kind of has been a fun journey for me. But yeah, I'm on RC Mobile. If maybe there's a competitive side, I'll get into that. But one, let's see. My school schedule is brutal. I know that schedule's good. I know my school schedule can be brutal for the next couple of years. I know that. But I mean, I'm trying my best to go. I'm trying to do my best to grow the channel. I want to grow the channel very more. I want to get more. I want to keep growing and making them more better for you guys. I do miss the times where I had another guest with me so we can make the thing longer. I do miss those good days. Maybe can have a guest soon enough. We'll see. But for now, this has been Lucky Number episode number 40. We are 10 episodes away from the big number 50. 50 for you guys from you guys to flip. So anyway, 505 orders we work. Well, so close. I'll see you when we get to for now. I'll see you next step for episode 41. Which hopefully this time I actually do gotta make it before Thursday, before next Thursday. So hopefully I can make it soon. I think I do have to wait until next week to make it. Like someone late or maybe on Sunday. If the major bracket already opens to predict one. Don't forget we are predicting the major bracket. And I always predict the major bracket and make my own schedule. Stuff like that. So yeah, people know that hey, we'll see. I'll try my best to do about to the pocket next time. But once again, this has been episode 40. We are 10 episodes away from the big number 50. I'm Jose, also known as the Microwave. You're watching the Microwave podcast on the Jose Broadcast Network. Thank you for watching and peace out. So long, everybody. Have a wonderful day. And once again, enjoy your day.